I'd like to welcome all my viewers to part 1 of my Zelda 2 All Keys tutorial. Zelda 2 100% All Keys 1cc. Alright? And hopefully this will work well. Here's my hand cam so you get to see exactly what I'm doing on the controller. And stuff like that. So while this is playing, while the intro is playing here. Okay. First a little bit about myself. I am Joseph, Sir Joseph, whatever you want to call me. A little bit about my credentials in this game. My personal best is 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 37 seconds. I competed in 2017's Zelda 2 All Keys tournament and did not advance. I competed in last year's, in 2018's Zelda 2 All Keys tournament, and I did advance. I advanced to the round of 16, the brackets, with an average time of about 1 hour and 22 minutes and like 30 seconds, something like that. Okay. The purpose of this tutorial is to get new players less intimidated by this run. This run is very execution heavy. It requires a lot of timing. It requires you to memorize the enemies that you've defeated. It requires you to have numbers in your head because you gain levels in this game, and we're going to go through that when I start playing, when I start actually doing this stuff. And you need to keep a counter of how many points you have and where you need to level and what kind of levels you need to take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this is really a beginner's guide, okay? There are 3 other runners of this game who have way better times than me, who have way more complicated strategies than I do, and I'd like to shout them out right now. You can go to my YouTube channel. It's called Sir Joseph. I will post their channels, or rather their tutorials, in the description on that video. And these 3 individuals are Simple Dude, SIMPOLD00D. He holds the world record in this game at 1 hour and 14 minutes and some change. The second one is Error72. He is a pretty established speedrunner in Zelda 2 as well, and his personal best is somewhere around 1 hour 15 minutes. And there is another player named Lord of Ultima. We call him Lordo for short. His personal best is right behind Simple Dude's at 1 hour 14 and like 50 seconds or something like that. All 3 of those players definitely have a lot to offer when it comes to tutorials for this game. You should not be afraid to seek them out as resources. I certainly would if I was a new player. But if you are just beginning playing this game and you want to join this year's tournament in November of this year, and you think you can, do well, and you want to, get your Twitch channel noticed. I've gained a lot of followers when doing these tournaments, and that's always a good thing. And you want to compete in this kind of races, or if you play the randomizer of this game and you want to just learn some new strategies that will help you, then feel free to definitely watch, because you'll get a lot from it. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin here. Alright, yeah. So you have your name select screen here, pretty self-explanatory. Now, when you start, you'll have what a lot of runners do, and a lot of speedrunners do. They have a thing called Live Split. Live Split lets you. It's almost like a racing application that you can use on your PC, and you can track segments of this run. And from this select screen until the timing begins, it's right under 3 seconds. I think it's like 2 seconds and like 75 tenths of a second. So what you can do is you could set your timer to negative 2.75 on live split, and as soon as you start your game, you can do that, and then you'll start here. And here we are in North Palace. You want to go to the right when you start here, and as soon as you leave, you want to go there. Those encounters will always do that if you make that. If you make that move. So let's do that again. Alright. This is going to be almost screen by screen. Okay? So we're hitting start and we're pressing right immediately. And you want to head to the magic cave. You want to get the first magic container. There you go. See? There it is. Okay, now let's make a restore point here and explain this cave. So this cave is dark, as you can tell. And look at these enemies. You can kind of see them, but not really. You can kind of kill them like that. You have to look at their legs. Here, let's go ahead and go back. I'm using the Wii U, by the way, as you can tell. If you can see on the bottom there, there's their legs right there. And you can use your beam sword to kill those enemies. Very cool. Now, the thing about killing enemies is that there are two sets of enemies. There are three classes of enemies. There are the small drop groups, there are the big drop groups, and there are the no drop groups. Those two enemies that I just killed there, they're called louders. They are part of the small drop groups. And every 6 enemies you kill of the small drop group grants you a 1 in 8 chance of getting a bag, which you get 50 points from, or a blue potion, which you gain 16 magic points from. Each block that you see on the top of your screen there, your magic in your life, each one of those blocks is 16. So instead of saying 1 block of health or 4 blocks of magic, you know, it's going to be way easier for me to say 16 health, 64 magic, that kind of stuff. Okay, so moving on. So let's go ahead and here. Oh, actually, you know what? No. So movement in this game is very fluid. What you can do is, if you're really like quick, is that you can do what's called a rising crouch stab. That is where you jump, and as you're going up, you swing your sword. If you're standing and you swing your sword, you have a little bit of a wind up there. It winds it up a little bit. When you crouch and swing, when you crouch and strike, it's a lot quicker. So whenever you can, you want to crouch and strike. So let's go through this cave in its entirety, and I'll explain what I'm doing. So I'm entering here. Oh, that kind of sucked. Alright. There you go. Now what I just did, you do not want to do that. Because there are exactly 6 small enemies here. There are 3 louders and 3 octoroks. These octoroks are worth 10 points. So look at that. So now I'm at 29. And that one dropped a potion. Not good. Okay? What you want to do out of this cave is to leave... The goal is to leave with 86 experience points. At most. Or you want to leave with 36 hit points. Or XP. My bad. So let's go back to the save file. So we're gonna kill these 2. Like that. Hit that guy 1 time. Take out these rocks. Now I have 36 points. get the magic container. Magic container will always refill your magic. Kill that enemy and hope for a bag. If you don't get a bag, that's fine. There are other ways to get the points you need to progress. After the very first dungeon in this game, you want an attack level of 4, a magic level of 1, and a life level of either 1 or 2. That is optimal for this game. The top runners have those kind of stats after the first palace, and that's just preferred. That's preferred, but it's preferred and it is optimal. Now I do not have that. I have 36. Okay, that's fine. Let's go through this one more time here. Alright. So you move. Oh, wait. That's just. My Wii U, man. There we go. Come on. Oh. There we go. And don't kill that enemy. Take out these arm rocks. Very easy. Now what you can do here is wait for a specific frame. And you can use a music cue for that. And that will increase the chances of you getting a bag. Again, do not worry if you don't get the bag. It makes no difference. Not if you're starting out. If you're going for a very high time, if you're going for a nice sub 80 or something like that, then sure. Yes, then you need to worry about it. Then you need to be like, alright, I really need to get this bag, and then, you know, if I don't get the bag, alright, I gotta reset. That's fine. If you're racing, don't worry about getting the bag at all. Do not reset. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Alright. So, moving on. And by the way, that's another trick I did. Is the back stab. I call it the swag strike because it looks like swagger. Whatever. So, let's say you're getting out of here at 36 points. That sucks. We want to get some more points. How do we get these points without losing a whole bunch of time or fighting a whole bunch of encounters outside? The answer to that is very easy. So let's go ahead and leave here. Watch for the encounters. Now there's two things you can do here. You can either go over here. Again, watch for encounters. You can go over here. Kill some of these bats if you want, that's fine. And you can get point bag. Very cool. And if you're a beginner, you should do that. For sure. You should definitely do that if you're a beginner. If you're feeling a little bit limper... Oh, here's a little faster strat, by the way. You can jump right before the soft rock, like that. Oh, you're supposed to... This teaches another lesson. Do not panic. If you get hit or something here, don't worry about it. You'll be okay. No bag. If you get the bag, then you'll go to the first town of the game, which I'll show you in a little bit. If you don't get it, it's fine. Again, going over this way, watch for those encounters. I'll talk about encounters later. You go all the way up here into what they call the trophy cave. Okay, trophy cave. It's very hard to see the enemies here, but these Octoroks that you have there, they give you 10 points. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, this screen right here, the level screen. Okay, let me explain this real fast here. Okay, so when you get the level screen, okay, you have the option of either taking the level that is offered to you when you get your milestone there of points, or you can cancel it and save up for a different stat. And what we want to do is we want to cancel this. Okay? So now we have 56 out of 100. Kill this Goira. It takes 7 hits to kill. And get this trophy. We're gonna be handing this trophy into to a person to get a spell later on. Now watch for the bat here. The best thing to do there is just to not stop. Here. Okay, so let's talk about encounters. Encounters do a few things in this game. most of the time they'll just go straight at you. And they can come in pretty predictable patterns. But sometimes they like to trick you, like to get in your way, that kind of stuff. The best thing to do with encounters in this game in the overworld is to be patient. And it's to try to guess where they're gonna go, using the pause screen as like as an indicator of what they're gonna do. So as you can see, look at this. They're all closing in on me. So let's go up a little bit. There you go. And they disappeared. I like that. By the way, if you really want to make sure you have lots of points, you can go in here and get the bag after you got the trophy. I wouldn't recommend it, or whatever. If you go into a forest like here, the enemies will be really close to you, the encounters. What I just entered there was a half encounter. That's just one little screen, whatever, and it's not really that crazy. But this is a full encounter. That was a full large enemy encounter, which is insane. And those enemies are part of the 6 counts too. So I just really messed up my count on my 6 enemies. So let me go ahead and go back to where I was. That's the quick way to kill those Octoroks, by the way. And no back. That sucks. I waited for a certain sound cue of the background music to see if I could land on a specific frame to increase the chances of me getting the bag here. But I didn't get it, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now, here, I will do what I did when I first started doing this game. With encounters, they will eventually disappear in this area of Hyrule. Let's go ahead and get that bag there. I have 86 out of 100. Remember to skip that life, what's it called? Offer. So here we are in Shield Town, or Rudo, I guess it was, or Rauru, one of those two. I think it's Rauru. But yeah. So you get the shield spell here, and while I'm walking over to the shield spell, you can talk to these NPCs if you want. They don't really do anything. I'm gonna need it. So while I'm getting the shield spell, I'll explain the category. 100% means you need to get all the containers. You need to get all the spells. You need to get all the items which are listed on. You see where that 206 is? So on that bottom part, that's where you're gonna get items. Okay, and you're gonna get spells in the black part there too. You need all the spells, all the items, all the containers, everything that you can get in this game, you will get in a 100% run. All keys means that you have to physically unlock every door, whatever door you run into in the dungeons that you go through. There's a spell called Fairy where you can cast it and you can kind of get through a door without using a key. You can't do that in this game. And 1 CC means 1 credit clear. So 1 credit clear means... Oh, I should go through this. Yeah. 1 credit clear means that you can't game over. Different than every other Zelda game, Zelda 2, you have 3 lives instead of just 1. So if you run out of your lives, well, then you get a game over. That is not permitted in this game. There's a trick where you can pause like this, and the other controller can hit up and A, and it can send you back to the game over screen. That is not allowed either in 1cc as well, so keep that in mind. Okay, now we want to go to that. There's a cave to the right we want to go to. Okay, if you just go there, you're gonna get an encounter. And that sucks. We don't like encounters. I don't like this guy either. Okay. Well, you can run into the encounter if you want, and just whatever, and lose 6 seconds. An encounter will lose about 6 seconds. Or, you can try to avoid them. Like that. There's a louder here. You don't need to kill it. If you want to, I suppose you can. If you did the Dark Trophy Cave, you should. You want to wait right here. And then you want to avoid these encounters. You want to be right here. I'm setting up something called the bubble skip. And I didn't get it. That sucks. See here, this is a forced encounter tile. What you can do is you can run into an encounter on this tile, and you can skip it. It's called the bubble skip. Why is it called the bubble skip? Because you got bubbles over here. And these bubbles will kill you. They'll send you into the water, and they'll suck. These bubbles will always knock you to the right. Check it out. So you keep that in mind. And here's the first heart container. Now, after leaving the bubble screen, you want to rush right over to this screen. If you do not, you'll probably get an encounter and it'll probably suck. And when you approach this heart, you want to face to the left, and you want to duck, like this. Oh, and I got hit. Oh well. Alright, let's go back over that then. This is how I usually start my runs, like that. And then, try to get the bag, and I got it! There you go. That is what you want. That is perfectly, that is exactly what you want when you start an all keys run, for sure. And the encounters spawned on behind me, we call that a back spawn, and I'm in Shield Town. Very nice. Let me get some water. A little bit of technical information about this game. This game runs on 60 frames a second. So 1 frame is 1/60th of a second. That's why timing is so important in Zelda 2. Because you could miss something by... Your timing could be off by just a little bit, like not even a second, and all of a sudden, you're done. Yeah, so, there you go. Oh, my hand cam is blocking some of the screen. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Alright, cool. Another thing you need to master, if you're doing all keys, is short jumps. Similar to Mega Man, Link can jump high or even jump low. Gotta make sure you master both of them. Stay right here, wait for the encounters, keep your eye on the encounters, and there you go. And you're entering the cave without getting an encounter. If you get an encounter, do not panic. Just do what you can to get through the encounter. Now I want to stay right here, and I'll make a safe state. Those are fairies. Fairies are very rare, as you just saw. Encounters usually travel in pretty straight lines. That is not the case when it comes to fairies. Fairies will just go wherever the hell they want. There we go. Let's see if we can get the skip. There you go. Perfect. Now when you enter here, you want to approach the heart, drop down, and there you go. Face left, and you'll block the boomerang. That orange Korira takes 6 hits to kill. You'll get 100 XP. You want to cancel that, and now look what you're set up for an attack level on your next level. That's good. We need that. Bubble room here. Be very careful. These bubbles will knock you to the right, and they will knock you right into the water. That's not good. You do not want to die here. There. Good. Do not be afraid, especially if you're new, to take your time. Now here, in order to get to Palace 1 without an encounter, you gotta do a couple things. You need to go here, and stay here, and camp here for a bit. And when the encounter is close enough, you can slink past it. Now my timing was bad there. But when it gets to that second, like, little mountain area right underneath the pause, whatever it's called, pause message, you want the encounter to be there, and then you can slip past it to the right really quickly. If you get an encounter, and I do too, I did that. I got an encounter, just that encounter you just saw. I got that in my PB, so it's okay. No worries. It's fine. Just try not to get another one. There you go. See? Very predictable. Very good. Now we're in Palace 1. We want to leave Palace 1 with Attack 4, with Magic 1, or with Life 1. How do we do this? Well, there are a number of large enemies in this game, in this palace, that you can kill, and 6 of them will give you either a red potion, which will refill all of your magic, and not just 16, or you get a 200 point bag. You want to get at least, if you're entering here with 100 out of 200 points, which is what you want 106. If you're entering here with 106 out of 200, or with 96 out of 200, that's if you get the Dark Trophy, then you want at least one 200 point bag. So let's go. Take the elevator down. While trying to swing your sword there. These tin suits will take 10 points away from you if you get hit by them. So jump over them or do what I did. Those are bots. They're very random. What I did there is I did a variation of what it will be later. I'll later cover something I'll cover later called a tile jump, where I'm able to get a little bit more height on my jump to where I can hit something with my beam sword. If you do not have the beam sword, then just either pray that those bots move to the left, or if they jump towards you, just kill them. I'm about to fight a Stalfos here. Leave the Stalfos alone for now. Take out that tin suit, get the key. That's how you kill these Stalfos. And you see those bots? They blocked me. So if I was new, I would just kill them. Just take them out. I'm gonna make a safe stay here because, so you can jump over. You can do that, or you can jump over the tin suits. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. You can if you want. If you want to be very safe. It's perfectly fine. Now with that rising crouch stab, rising crouch strike, I'm crouching and then jumping at the same time like that. There we go. Don't try to kill those bubbles. They take about 200 hits to kill with a tap wheel. Okay, so that Stalfos that I killed to get the first key, that is a large group. Okay, the bubbles in the tin suits, those are the no drop group. They'll never drop anything. So now we're on enemy number 2 out of 6. There's a quick way to kill that Stalfos, but I'll cover that later on. Actually, I'll cover it now. Oh, see? Alright, I got hit there. That's not good. So, now I have 130 out of 200. But I killed those 2 bots. So I'm fine. I'm good on points. You want to have at least 130 out of 200 here. So we're about to approach the Stalfos. If you get hit again, you're gonna have to kill at least 5 bots to make up your points. So the way I killed the Stalfos earlier, I just kind of crouched and whatever. And that's fine, you can do that. I did that when I first started. However, you can kind of get him, you can get the Stalfos to kind of, to not defend. To kind of face the other way. You can jump into him like I just did there. That takes practice. You gotta kind of jump over it, and then while you're jumping over it, you strike downward like that. But if you're new, just take him out by crouching and stabbing. You want to skip this one. Jump over this bot or kill it, whatever you want to do. Jump over this next Stalfos. And we're on the second level. Here is a fairy, if you want to get it. If you're low on life, if you have, we'll say, in between 16 and 24 health, then you should totally get this heart, or this fairy. But if not, if you have at least 32 health, don't worry about getting it. Because the enemies in this dungeon can do... The tin suits, like you saw, they did 8 damage to me, so half a block. Oh, I got hit again. So now I need to kill bots to recover my XP. Take out that bot. Take that one out. You're gonna have to wait for the hammers. This guy, it's like similar to the Hammer Brothers in Mario. He will take 8 hits to kill. And we're at attack 2. Alright. Let's go back and do this a little bit faster. Remember, you want 130 XP for this area where I'm at. There you go. You can stun those enemies with your beam sword, which is good. Enemies have invincibility frames, or iframes. Here's how I normally kill the Stalfos. Well, not really. Oh, yeah, whatever. Another thing is that on some occasions, the beam sword can actually knock an enemy back, even though it blocks the attack. So that's also good to know. Take out that one with a rising crouch stab. You'll want to do that, and that one too. Get the key, easy. Here's a quick way of doing this. So you hit that bot like that. Take out those guys. Wait for just a second. You'll get the higher hammer, and there you go. And there it is. So now we're at attack 2. We're at magic 1, we're at life 1. In 80-some% of all cases, you're gonna have this kind of setup at the second key of the palace here, or the third key, whatever. That's good. And you want to have at least 10 out of 50 points at 2-on-1 here. If not, if you have 8, or if you have 6, or something like that, or if you have 0, then you're gonna have to kill some bots. Bots are part of the small group. Now here, let me redo this. There's 2 ways to approach this. You can either chase the tin suit and try to kill it like that, or if you're new and if you're just nervous, all I do is just wait, like that. There you go. Take the elevator down. If you have less than 32 hit points, go ahead and get that fairy. Jump over the Stalfos. Jump there. That'll affect the pattern to where I could do what I just did. If you go there and you didn't nudge against that wall like that, the skull bubble will very likely get in your way, and that's kind of weak. menu. Now here, what you can do, over here. Let's make a restore point. Let me just go down. You have the beam sword. The room's actually pretty easy. There. And then look at this. Ah. You want to stab that wall, this way you always get the pattern that I just got. If you have beam sword, it's very easy. There you go. What if you don't have the beam sword? What if I have... What if I got hit by the stout house? Well, now you'll have to just do this. Oh, see, look. That's why I have to stab the wall in the elevator shaft. Because it'll guarantee that you get a good pattern from those bubbles. So let's do that. Has to do with the game's programming. I have no idea how that is. And there you go. This fast one will not get in your face. And there you go. Perfect. Now, this bot bridge. If you're a beginner, do yourself a favor and kill the bots. Just kill those bots. Get that bag. Skip life 2. Do not get life 2. Jump over those bots. Now, this enemy. What I did was stupid. I waited. Do not wait for that Donkey Kong thing. Just run right into the hammers. You want to get in between here. This is the sweet spot. Then you can just take it out. Very easy. Skip that. Now you're ready for attack 3. 500 points. Very good. Iron Knuckle. Oh man. These guys were a pain in the ass when I grew up. That's not how you kill. No. Let me go back there. Good. Good. You want that fast one to go away from you. You do not want that thing to get in your face. This is what I do get through the bot bridge. And you can go ahead and get that. We're gonna skip that. There you go. Get through there. Remember, do not stop. There you go. Remember your small jumps. Right? What happens if you accidentally take one of these levels? Well, then you're kind of screwed. And you'll have to accept the fact that you're just going to have to leave Palace 1 with Attack 3. So when you're in this menu, you get 2 offers, and then you have to take a level. So, yeah, that too. That'll also be important later on. So cancel it. Take your time on this screen. There you go. Now, killing the Iron Knuckles is very easy. Very easy. You jump and hit him as you're coming down like that. Orange ones at attack level 2 will take 6 hits to kill. And we got the candles. Now we can see in the caves. The caves are now bright for us. Very good. So let's head back. Kill the bots. We got a blue jar. So that was number 6. So if you've been counting, if you've been keeping score, okay, here's a nice little area. So this area you can do one of 2 things. When you're coming back, you can either nudge against that. Oh, see, yeah. Let me here too, because this game operates on a universal timer. So yeah. So you can either do this, and it'll get the fast one to just go away, or if you have the beam sword, there you go, perfect. Now, if we've been keeping score, we're on big enemy number 506. That means this enemy can drop a P bag. It didn't drop a P bag, but it could. It's 1 out of 2 chance. You'll either get a red potion or a bag. So here's again number 1. Again, if you have less than 32 health, go ahead and get the fairy. Remember, jump and hit him in the visor. Don't be too quick, too. Take your time. An easy way of killing these Stalfos is just that. And I want to kind of pause and wait for that. There you go. Take him out easy. 6 hits to kill. And now we want a bag here. No bag. So what do you do if you don't get bag? Man, that sucks. Well, you can either say, the hell with it, and continue your run with attack 3 out of Palace 1. Or you can reset forward, or there's another way. I'll show you that. So let's go ahead and fight the first boss of Palace 1, Horsehead. If you have attack 3, if you're at 3-1-1, we would be at attack 3, magic 1, life 1 if I'd gotten a bag. I'm at 2-1-1 here. Horsehead takes 8 hits to kill at attack 3. It takes 11 hits to kill attack 2. So if you have attack 3, here's how you kill him. 4 times like that, and then 4 times like that. But because it takes 3 more hits, gotta hit him some. And don't be afraid. Do not be intimidated by Horsehead. So now we're done with Palace 1. What you can do, though, is these enemies will respawn. So, if you really want that attack 4, exit and go back in. This is not recommended. I wouldn't recommend it. Only if you're real hell-bent on getting attack 4, you should. But you can go back through House 1 and kill the enemies you need to kill. There you go. That's how I usually kill Stalfos, like that. That's 2. That's 3, you get attack 3. When you get 3 like offers for leveling, you have to take one. You can't just cancel it and wait for something else. Yeah, Stalfos take... Whoop. Stalfos take 2 hits to kill at attack 3. These Doom Knocker, Goomba, Donkey Kong things take only 4. So that's an alternate strategy. You'll leave with your attack 4. You have 2 out of 6 big enemies, and there you go. That's not really how I like to do things. So we're gonna go all the way back here. If you have the beam sword, you can do that. There's the bag I wanted. That's what you want. That's definitely what you want there. Watch for the bot. jump into those Stalfos and kill it easily. Take your time here, see? If you screw up, then the Iron Knuckle will start attacking you. You'll aggro it. And there's your attack 3. Perfect. You want to skip that. If you take the life level there, you will have 3-1-2 out of this dungeon. Some runners do that, whatever. Now, if you get a second bag, well, let's see. You'll have 100, right? You have to skip that, and then you skip life 2, which is 150. Or no, you'll skip magic 2, and then you go right to attack 4, right? Well, if you get 2 bags, guess what you can do? You can get life 2. And then just skip that, and skip that, and there you go. Oh, see, if you slip up against Horsehead, don't worry about it, just back off and regroup. You'll be fine. Horsehead gives you 50 points, so yeah. And we're done with Palace 1. Very nice. It'll refill all your health, all your magic, and that is why you want to set up an attack level before finishing a palace, because you'll automatically level up anything. So wouldn't it be great to just get all the XP you could possibly get? Yeah. So let's take attack 4 there. Perfect. Go down here like this. Wait for enemies. And go. There. Very nice. Take out that beetle there. You can wait for it if you want. If your timing isn't really that great or whatever. One thing that people do, whenever I need to go get the Dark Trophy Cave, if I didn't get the bag in the Magic Container Cave, in the first Magic Container Cave, is I will not get Shield, and I'll wait and get it until after Palace 1. You can do that if you want. So if you did not get Shield before Palace 1, then go ahead and get it. But in this case, I don't need to, so. Okay, now, if you didn't get the Dark Trophy, you need to get the trophy, so you can get Jump Spell. So right here is where you should trigger the encounters. They'll chase you, you'll go to Trophy Cave, perfect. Take out that bat. Take out those Octoroks easy. I prefer to kill the gorilla. Some people like to skip it. I prefer to kill it. It's way easier. You get XP, and it's nice. Okay. There you go. Very good, very good. Perfect. I usually stay right here for the encounters, and boom. Jump down with no encounters. Gotta love it. And here's Ruto, aka Jump Town. Jump is the only spell you really need to finish this game. What am I doing? Soda cup. I'm gonna get soda later on. I'm already kind of wired. You gotta jump over here. You need to hand in the trophy. If you didn't get the trophy, you will not get let in here. And here's jumps. Here's jump. Very nice. Very cool. 48 takes 48 magic. So that's 3 bars. That's at magic 1. It goes down to 32. Or it goes down to 40 at at Magic 2, and then it goes down to 32 at Magic 3. It stays there for a while. Now you don't have to worry about any encounters here because it's all road. That's really cool. Okay, so Jump Cave. Let us make a restore point for this. Alright. You'll first be encountering some locked rocks, some stationary ones. If you get hit, don't worry about it. You got Red Goira. Now, Goiras move when you move. See? Look. But they're not really fast. And they telegraph where they throw you their boomerangs. See? Look, I know exactly where they're going to throw them. There you go. Now, if you got hit a bunch of times and you're 4-1-1 here, definitely take life 2 as soon as you get hit. If not, just pass it up. Let's go through this again. Let's go through it fast now. So short jump, short jump. There you go. Very nice. This room is just a bunch of louder enemies. Easy enough to beat. You don't have to kill that one. They get aggroed when they see you, so... By the way, if you're at attack 3, those red Goiras will take 4 hits to kill, but not 3. So, cast jump. Skip magic. You don't want magic 2 now. We want to get magic 2 later on. This red bat will turn into a dragon when it lands. And there you go. Perfect. Now, you can cast magic by pressing select, right? So, but in order to cast a spell in this game, you have to equip it, okay? How do you equip it? You hit start. You put a little potion on whatever you want to use, and then you have it queued up. Very nice. Now when you exit here, there's a few things you can do. You can get a fairy if you want. If you got hurt and you already leveled up to life 2, that's cool. And then you can go here. Oh, I was early on that. Alright, let's I'll show you what you're supposed to do. You can manipulate the encounters to get to Lifetown, to Saria, to where you can avoid as many as you can. Typically, you'll get anywhere as few as no encounters to as many as 4. Okay? We want to avoid that, obviously. We don't want 4 encounters. That'll eat up so much time. You'll run the clock like crazy. So, we want to manipulate the encounters to where they are easier to avoid, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's go here. You go up and down like that. And it was early. If you get the encounter there, that means you were early. It means you moved from it too early. Like that was late. But they'll all come towards you, and you can avoid them. That was late again, see? Perfect, but that was a back spawn too. And I got one out of there. The swamp will slow you down. Remember about encounters, you want to kind of predict where they're going and you go. Nice. This is Bagu's house. You need to go here in order to get past Saria so you can get the hammer. If you don't go here and talk to Bagu, then you'll pretty much just be told in this area to F off, and that'll suck. So, yeah, don't want that. I know I don't want that. So I want to talk to Bagoo here. And you could just talk to him like any other NPC, and there it is. You don't have to wait for him to tell you that his name is Bagoo, you can just... whatever. Now, this dude likes to cut down trees. So if you go to any other of these spots, you'll get into forced encounters. You have to deal with these jumping things. And here's what the encounters in the forest look like. Okay, so what happens here? Look, if you bypass magic and life, it'll skip you right to 2000 to attack 5. So, if you get 2 offers of levels, then you need to take 1. Otherwise, you won't get the chance to level anything else until you get attack 5. Or 3. Or 4, rather, if you're here with attack 3. So, in this position, I would take Magic 2. But I'm not even going to do that, because I want to go through this again. Alright, so we're leaving here. Get the fairy if we need to. Do this. It's very random, those enemies. It's very okay. It's quite alright to get caught here. And I'm gonna swamp. Wow, look. Walk really slow in the swamp. You fight lots of Octoroks. They're fine. They're easy to kill. And there's 3 encounters. That's probably the worst case scenario. Let's look at the best case scenario. It's okay to get 2, 3 encounters here. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of good runners that have gotten those kind of encounters. That's where Bagoo is, right there. That's where he is. And I got lucky there because I got fairies. If fairies appear on the way to Bagoo, run into it. It's a half encounter. It's fine, and it'll reset your future encounters as well, so it's good. Gotta talk to him. Don't forget to talk to him. Now, how do you leave Bagoo and get to Sarah? Okay. Go here, then there, and you're good. Any other way, and you're going to risk getting into one of those forced encounters. There's a bridge. You fight these Boggo enemies. They can fire rocks at you. It's okay, just take your time. Take your time. If you get hit, they'll take 16 health if you're at life 1. I think they take like 12 health if you're at life 2. And here's Life Town, aka Saria. Okay. If you're low on magic or life, don't worry about it, because we're going to get the life spell by going in here, talking to this. It's a mirror you find under the table. How anyone leaves a mirror under the table is beyond me. I don't know, but this woman wants it. So, give it to her, easily. There it is. And you learn the life spell. Very nice. Perfect. Now, life takes a lot of magic. 70 magic. You have 80 at the moment. So, that's going to pretty much take out all of your magic. Now, in every town, there are NPCs who can recover your life, recover your magic, that kind of stuff. You can do a little trick in this game where you can get pretty much an unlimited magic refill. And I'll show you how to do it. These are the people who recover your magic. So while your magic is refilling, you can use it while it's refilling, and it'll just keep refilling. That's a little trick there. But if you want, if you're not really confident in doing that, if you don't know how to time it, because it is 70 magic points, like here's what would happen if, you know, if you didn't do it. Let's say you didn't time it correctly, you know, that sucks. So, it's okay if you want to take both the life and the magic refills, it's fine. If the timing isn't quite there yet, that's perfectly fine. Here's the bridge, make sure you talk to Bagu. This is a forced text, so don't worry about that. Now, when you skip these texts, do not, like, jam on the B button. You want to just... there. That's it. Even if you have to wait for the message to be displayed, don't worry if it takes like a second or two, don't worry about that. Now the Hammer Caves. Death Mountain. The specific way you need to go in Death Mountain to get to the hammer. You want to go take this path here. Take out those bots. Take out those moblins. Get magic 2. Ooh, see? Ouch. Bots can be very, very annoying. You want to get when you get the hammer. When we get the hammer, we're gonna be at 4-2-3. Take out Octoroks, very easy. They go down in one hit, whether you're at attack level 3 or 4, doesn't matter. Do not kill this Goira. You don't want to kill it. You can kill these 3 if you want. I usually don't. If you have the beam sword, this screen is also a little bit easier. Now, be careful getting hit there, because if you get hit by the wrong enemy in the wrong like little frame or whatever, that Dara will despawn, and that sucks. Now you can save up if you want. Life 3. You want to go here? There's boggos here, so be very careful. Block the fireballs. Very good. Now we're introduced to red Daras. Big enemies like Daras and Moblins and other stuff in this game, they'll move when you move. You want to practice jumping over these axes, by the way. There you go. That's how you should kill Daras if you're a new player. Just jump over the axes and strike. Jump the axe, strike. Jump the axe, strike. What you can do, though, is, in this case I'll show you with this Goira, is that because enemies kind of move when you move, they only detect what the commands you're putting in your D-pad. So, if you jump and you let go of the D-pad, you can get inside the enemy like that. And then take life 3. Bats, easy to kill. Oh, if you get hit, don't worry about it. Do not panic if you get hit at all. Don't. Just keep moving. Use your iframes and keep moving. There's some red bots. Red bots do not jump. Remember to... That one dropped a bag, a 50-point bag. I would get it. Got a jar from that Dara there. So now that was big enemy number 6. So now we're back at 1. If you're a new player, you want to keep track, so that's 1. That's 2 of 6. If you have maximum magic and health, then don't even worry about getting this potion, you don't need it. And that's Death Mountain. There you go. Okay, so let me do this here. So Death Mountain. Oh, by the way, this is Zelda 1, by the way. Do we fight in a Red Dara first, like I said? Wait for him to throw his axe, then kill it, then hit it. Axe, strike, axe, strike, axe, strike. That's the rhythm that you want to keep for those Red Daras. Bouncing enemies. If you have the beam sword, great. Just fire at them with the beam sword. Easy. If you don't, wait for them to come to you. There's an easy orange Dara. Into it. Again, Red Daras. Wait for the axe, strike. Wait for the axe, strike. Wait for the axe, strike. Wait for the axe and strike. Takes 4 hits if you're at attack 4. If you're at attack 3, they will take 6. The orange Daras will take 3 hits if you're at attack 4, and 5 hits if you're at attack 3. So keep that in mind. Now some players like to be at 4-2-2 or 4-1-3. Those enemies right there, the Mews, they move. As soon as they move, they're committed to where they're moving to. Now, when killing orange Daras, if you're in this little corridor here like this, I didn't really explain it. I'll explain it now. You can jump like against it, and most of the time you won't get hit. But I got hit there, whatever. Okay, last Red Dara of this cave. So wait for the axe and strike. Wait for the axe and strike. Wait for the axe and strike. Wait for him to wind up or throw his axe and strike. And you got the hammer. Very easy. Very, very easy. And what I'm going to do is after I get to, whatever, I'll do a complete run. I'm going to get probably up to Firetown today. We'll do. Up to Naboru. Or we'll get the first 3 palaces. Yeah, that'll work. Now, this is a decent setup. I have 1,000 points out of 2,000. That's good. I've killed my second of 6 enemies, or 2, or 1 of 6, one of those 2, whatever. I have such regular muscle memory from this game that I don't even keep count. I should have done that, and I think I will in my next part. Take out that enemy. Wait to see what this enemy does. If it comes towards you, jump the fireball, kill it. If it jumps away from you, then just take it out. Either way, wait for it. Alright, you can break that block with the A button because you have the hammer. Here's your next thing. If you're low on life, you can cast it if you want. Enter the cave again. Enter this cave again. Potion that can be there. I didn't grab it on my first go round. And then there you go. Okay, let's go through Hammer Cave one more time. So you're going to be fighting a Red Dara right out of the gate. What do? Wait for the axe hit. Wait for the axe hit. Wait for the axe hit. And there you go. There you go. Jump towards it and slash like that for the orange ones. Perfect. What are we going to do here? We're going to wait for the axe and hit him? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Perfect. Oh, what happens here? Here's something funny. When an enemy dies, you need to wait for those points to count. Here's how I'll do this real fast. Oh, see? I got what is called a double axe there. The double axe is rare, but hurts like a bastard. What do you do when there's a double axe? Just jump that second axe. What happens if you get hit though? Alright. So let's see what happens. So you don't have the beam sword for these things. So it's okay. Just wait for them to come to you and hit them. Easy. There's a thing called a double strike, where using the property of enemies that can read your D-pad motions, you can jump towards the Dara or the Goira without holding onto the D-pad. They'll stop, and then you can sneak in 2 hits instead of 1 on them. Let's try to do that. Oh, early axe. That wasn't good at all. That's kind of what the double strike looks like. You can also double strike the red Daras, orange Daras too, but I wouldn't even do it. In fact, I wouldn't even double strike at all. I would just do that. It's fine. If you get hit, do not panic. Don't panic in this game. You'll do stupid things and then you'll just get killed. Not good. That's what a double strike looks like. You let go of the D-pad while you jump, and then you just do that. Get my bag, very good. Ideally you want 2 bags going into the hammer, but if you don't, then whatever, that's fine. Get that. Okay, so now we're on to the next spell that we need to get. Yeah, if there's a jumping cat there, just take it out. It should be easy to kill. Remember to be patient. You can also kill you should also, if you want, you can kill those louders. See if it goes towards you. If it does, kill it, good. If it goes away from you, then you don't need to kill it, but you do need to still jump over the fireball. Alright, let's get our next magic cave thing here. Now, if you're low on life, use life before getting your magic container. Magic containers also have that property where you can use a spell while it's refilling your magic. Same with potions. Potions do the same. Alright, now here. This is where you need to really, if you are good at rising crouch stabs, then this cave's pretty fun, but if not, whatever. So that's easy, that's easy, and there you go. But it's quite alright on that last Octorok to just stand and kill it. It's fine. It'll run the clock like maybe a second, so don't worry about it. Okay. Our bridge here, kill moblins. You can jump over them like that, because they also move when you move. So if you let go of the D-pad while you're jumping, they'll think you're not moving, and you can jump right over. You need to kill that Darrow there. If you get hit by the bubble, it's fine, because it'll just hit you and you'll be able to use your invincibility frames to beat the Darrow. So there you go. Okay, now, if you lost at least 1 life getting to the hammer, then you should, or if you're a brand new player, doesn't matter, take a half encounter. And get this 1-up. You don't have to get all the 1-ups for all keys, you just need to get all the keys. It's 100%. But 1-ups don't count towards collectible items that you can get. Let's avoid encounters here, encounters here. And you want to get into a half encounter right here. this sets up something called the Boulder Dash. What's the Boulder Dash? Well, you got that encounter there, right? It's going to manipulate what is called a double encounter. Now, different than the last part, where we were in Palace 1, you can only get one set of 3 encounters. Here you can get up to 2 sets of 3. And because so much time passed between our last half encounter and this one, we're going to get 2. Look at that. If you get fairies, you'll have to just deal with them. But the goal of that is to get them all to disappear so we can go here safely. Now watch out here because you got the louders and you got these boggos. Very nice. Here's more Darrows. Remember? Jump, hit, hit, hit. There you go. Jump, hit, hit. Got him. Easy. Very, very easy. You act when they act. That's how to kill Darrows in Zelda 2 quickly. Or, you can be aggressive. You need to know when it's gonna strike, or just strike first if you're confident enough. Now we go back. That's medicine that we need to get our next spell. It's an item we need to get our next spell. Take your time here. If you're at life 1 or 2, those boggos can pack a wallop. There's another one up. Now I'm doing a thing here called a pause buffer. There are 2 reasons why we pause buffer, okay? The first is to predict where enemies are going. Overworld encounters. The second is to delay the appearance of an encounter. But I didn't do that right at all. It's okay though. Nice. There's a good back spawn there. Back spawns are lucky. They're pretty much a function of luck in this game. Same with Fairies. It's not uncommon to get 1.5 encounters on the way to Fairy Town. If you get any more than that, well, then you just have to learn how to avoid encounter. So here's Fairy Town. We also get a really good technique in this game. I forgot that getting sword techniques is also counts towards 100%. You want to set up life's jump spell. You go up to the top of the church there. Very cool. Talk to this swordsman. And you get down stab. This will allow you to bounce off of enemies to where you can just bypass them. Or you can get in an enemy's hitbox and kill them really quickly. Which we'll cover that in Palace 3. If you need magic, talk to that guy. If you didn't have the 40 or 48 MP that you needed, you'll probably have to talk to that guy before getting the down stab. And this old lady gives us the fairy spell. The fairy spell is also very useful in this game. Even in the all keys category, you can do a lot of good things with it. It can save you from certain death, stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and equip the fairy spell. If you've been keeping track, we're at 5 of 6 enemies, okay? 5 of 6 big enemies. What happens when you get 6 big enemies? You either get a 200-point bag, or you get a red jar. What we want to do is we want to get a red jar. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit here. We want to go here. Avoid the enemies as much as you can. If you get a half encounter, that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's typically how that goes. And there you go. Perfect. Excellent. That's down stab for you right there. Ooh. Oh, that red, that blue Gohira. I got the red potion that I wanted. I'm gonna turn into a fairy, and usually when you pick something up, you know, Link holds it up and, you know, shows the world that he got it because it's good for business. Like that one guy in A Link to the Past says, if you're a fairy, you just eat the item that you collect. So that saves about 2 seconds, 1.5 to 2 seconds. Very, very useful. Adds up. So you can take out enemies just by bouncing on them now. Okay. Getting the Palace 2. It's in a swamp. You walk very slow in a swamp. So, you want to avoid as many encounters as possible. How do you do that? Well, you gotta know the patterns, and you gotta avoid them. So there's a back spawn, very nice. And I was way too late on that, so I'm gonna get punished. What you can do to reset encounters, like say, oh, there's encounters right there. You can go in that cave. It resets them. Almost got the goal. If you get a lot of encounters here, don't worry. It's okay. However, you want to go for fairies or small encounters. Big encounters in the swamp are horrible. One thing to do is go to the road as soon as the encounters come in. Gives you half encounter. Palace 2. This potion will always appear, no matter what. So let's say a really long life. Let's say you just got beat up like crazy, right? In the swamp. You know, like, you gotta... The big encounters, they'll have these birds fly at you, and they don't do a lot of damage, but they take points. That kind of stuff. Whatever. You know, say you're just beat up, you know, okay, so... You can keep going in and getting the potion. It's fine. So do that. If you have to recover all your life, go ahead and do that. You should have, as far as points go, what the setup I have is perfect. 423 with 1,600 points out of 2,000. That's pretty damn good. That's excellent. You shouldn't have any lower than 1,200 out of 2,000, and you shouldn't have any higher than 1,700. I did an experiment once where I didn't. Or the only thing I leveled was attack, and I came in here with attack 5. And while it was fun killing the enemies really quickly, yeah, getting hit was pretty bad. So the first thing you want to do is just go all the way down. You don't want to worry about any of these rooms right now. And you want to go here. Good. There's bots here. Take your time. Use your down stab, use your beam sword. You should have full life here. Now here's where things get interesting. Alright, let me go ahead. So, this is where you need faith. Okay? Just jump right through there. Don't slow down. And take this out. Easy. This also introduces the concept of the tile jump. Oh, I didn't make a restore point. Oh, crap. See? And if you're not fast enough, the pattern of those hammers is gonna hurt you. It's gonna suck. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and take a death here. You're not supposed to do this, but whatever, I don't really care. I want to refill my life. If you got that 1-up doll in the desert after getting the hammer, you can afford to take death abuse for sure. These piranha plants take 2 hits, easy to kill. I accidentally got hit because I'm an idiot, or I'm an idiot, whatever. Bot just jumps over you. Blue Stalfos go down easy, 2 hits, no problem. Very easy. Watch watch for the bot, watch what it does. If you didn't kill the piranha plant enemies, they'll be hanging in that little area there. Now we're ready to actually go here. Very good. If you're low on points, you can kill that Stalfos. I don't really need to though. Take out that bot, watch for these gargoyles. They come in a pretty predictable pattern, so it's easy to just jump over them. Don't hit them. Not a good idea. If you have the beam sword here, you can fire it like that. But in this case, I'm gonna have to wait. Now, to get in that key, there's a couple things you can do. So you can either cross a bridge as shown. You can wait for the bots to go ahead and drop down there, or you can do what I do, which is use fairy. Easy. Now you don't have to worry about bots. You just float through here. Fly. There it is. We've got Iron Knuckles here. They'll take 3 hits with attack 4. This one's going to be a drop. Nice. Very good. You want a potion there. Unless you're low on points and you don't want a potion with the bag. If you're at attack 3, you definitely want a bag if you left Palace 1 at attack 3. There you go. Take out the Stalfos, very easy. Take him out very easy. You should be very close to attack 5 at this point. If not already at attack 5. These blocks can ruin your day. They didn't ruin my day there, but they can create like a little wall to where, look at that. You can't get through there without the fairies pump. So you need that full magic here. Now there's 2 ways to approach this. If you need points, you're going to be fighting red iron knuckles. I call them knuckles. You're going to be fighting red iron knuckles. Red iron knuckles take 4 hits to kill on attack 4. I'm ready to attack 5, so I'm going to take 4 hits to kill, 3 hits to kill. And you can kill them if you want. It's easy. Boom. Oh. They get aggroed pretty fast, so yeah. There. You gotta kind of back off there. And get the glove. Which you can ferry through this. Let's go ahead and load this here. So we're using fairy here. Or you can brave it if you want and risk getting killed by the bots, or hit into the lava by the bots. Up to you. Take them out without aggroing them. See, that was a bag there. So I'd get attack 5 pretty early, which is good. Either one's fine. I mean, you get a potion there anyways, so it's whatever. Now what I like to do here, you just gotta keep moving there. If you're low on points, kill that Stalfos. If not, don't worry about it. I want to get a good example of blocks being mean. Okay, right there, look. There's no way I can get through there. So, I'm gonna have to. So that's one example there. That one out. Very nice. If you're a beginner, definitely just go back for every potion. Go back for. You don't have to go back for blue potions or for 50-point bags, but for red ones and for 200-point bags, unless you really know your levels, then you'll be okay. Then then definitely go back for bags. But if not, use your own discretion. We want to be leaving this palace at attack 6, by the way. So, alright, there you go. So those blocks were those decent blocks. I got Fairy equipped. Now here's a trick where if you aggro the Iron Knuckle, or if you walk up close to it without, well, if you walk up to it to where it backs off and swings its sword at you, you can cast Fairy, and check this out. It'll like swat at you. Oh, I despawned the other one, nice. Go ahead and eat the Power Glove, very nice. See, look at that. There's no chance. I just ran into it though. With the Power Glove, you can break blocks. Which I'll show you later on. I'm not going to show you there. Okay. And Magic 2 and 3 are like the maximum life and magic levels that you can have in this palace. Nothing else, you don't want anything else. Okay, now. This next area. This next enemy. It's kind of difficult to kill, but you can do it if you're at attack 5. If you're not at attack 5, don't even worry about it, but what I'm about to do. It takes a little bit, it takes decent timing. You can kill it in that elevator shaft, the Moa there. And you want to, because otherwise it'll drop fire on you, and it'll be really annoying. If you have enough XP, which I do, you can just jump over these Iron Knuckles. You need 400. So I need 200 because the boss of this area has 200 XP. Keep going here. Kill that like that. It's easy. Wait just a few seconds, or like 1 second there. There you go, very good. Kill those two, easy enough. I'm very low on life, it's not good. But there is a thing you can do, it's a place you can get. You can get a red potion. And I'm going to get one, I'm going to get it. It's a very good situation for it. Be careful here and take your time. Take your time. Read the patterns. Kill the bot. Takes 2 hits on attack 5. Don't rush there. You can get this if you're low on life like I am, and you don't want to use the death abuse, so you don't want to just get killed and recover all your life and stuff. You can grab that potion, use life, and you're good. Okay, now, if you're here and you have attack 5, magic 2, life 3, and you do not have at least 100 points out of this 300, you want to get this bag. This bag is worth 100 points, and you should get it if you have 100 out of 300 here. But I'm good, so I don't have to worry about it. Or you can kill this red iron. It really depends on how many enemies you skipped up to this point. Yeah, you can jump over that orange one if you want. I jumped over all of them because I could. Now, helmet head. I would use shield against it if I was a new player, just because it can get pretty hectic. It has 2 helmets which you just knock off. And if they come back onto the screen where you're fighting them, they'll fire bullets at you, and then Helmet Head himself will fire bullets at you. It takes 6 hits to kill with attack 5. It's a pretty easy fight, but it can get pretty crazy. So, let's go. See? There you go. Not a difficult fight at all, but it can get crazy. So, there you go. And now I have that 400. Very nice. And so now, when I put the crystal in, I'm gonna get 2,600 points. Pretty cool. Go ahead and equip Fairy after finishing the house. You're gonna need it. Walk over here and wait for an enemy to run into you. Walk over here and wait for an enemy to run into you. Or you can run into it while it's going over. While it's heading towards you, you can do that to save some time. This is very random. What I got was the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, they'll appear behind you and just kind of roll around like that. That's perfect. There you go. Good. You can stutter step like I did. That's one way to kind of scout out encounters. Ah, I got caught in the graveyard. That's not good. Getting caught in the graveyard. Graveyards in this game are the worst encounters. You fight these Moas and they're really, really annoying. You go to the King's Tomb, equip Fairy if you haven't. Now, this is how you get to House 3. And you need the Fairy spell. If you don't have the Fairy spell, if you somehow went through House 2 without getting the Fairy spell, and yeah, you're gonna want to get that before going to House 3. Depending on how many enemies you've killed in Palace 2, you'll fight a big 6 enemy here in this Gohira. Wait for some encounters there, and that's good. Palace 3. Nice. This will either contain a potion or an iron. It's a 50-50 chance. It's unfortunate that I didn't get the potion. If you want, you can go back and try to get the potion if you're low on life or something. I usually try to get it. I go for it, but I don't really care about getting it. Sometimes I don't care about it. So Palace 3. Enemies get pretty crazy here. There. I want to bounce off some of these enemies. Do not kill this enemy. If you do, it creates another one of these, another one of those mews. Even if you get hit by it, which is what happened to me, it's fine. You're gonna see blocks here. Just walk, walk, walk. Don't worry about getting hit. Because then if you do worry about getting hit, you'll get hit by the fire from that Moa. Jump over that thing. Get this key. If that one, yeah. So if that enemy goes to the right, I would recommend doing what I just did there. Just damage boost through it. If it walks to the left, then you gotta kill that enemy. It will throw those little, whatever those things are called. So yeah. So just jump over it, kill it, easy enough. Okay, this screen. This screen introduces a technique called tile jumps. What is a tile jump? Okay. When you jump, you can only go to like certain heights or whatever. Typically, I'm gonna wait for these two to, or whatever. Typically, you can only really jump to this ledge, okay? But if you have enough momentum and you jump on the right tile, or if you jump at the right pixel, you can jump and you can clear through an extra tile, which is what I'm going to demonstrate. You gotta judge your distance, and there you go. Also here, if you jump at this edge right here, you can get to that ledge without using the jump spell. So let's try it. So, got there. Perfect. So what you should do, because from this palace on you're going to be encountering this kind of stuff, you're going to need to make tile jumps. And you see I jumped 4 tiles instead of 3. Or if it's vertically, I jumped 3 tiles instead of 2. So let's say I miss it, okay? Crap, missed it. What do I do? Well, you have 2 options. If you have lots of magic, and you get a drop, you can cast jump. Easy, right? Okay. So there. Let's say I missed it like I just did, okay? So now, if you're very quick, you can tile jump from there. See? It's all about running start, and just enough pixels to where you can make the jump. There it is. See? Very easy, but you can miss it sometimes. Aside from encounter management, combat skills, obviously, and knowing what you need to level and where, tile jumping is probably the best technique you can learn in this game. So it's one of the big ones you have to learn. If you're low on points, meaning you haven't gotten, if you're still at like 622 or something like that, you're gonna want to kill that Iron Knuckle. If not, don't worry about it, you'll be okay. Because you're gonna gain at least 350 magic, which we're gonna need. We're gonna need all of that, because we're gonna magic it to level, we're gonna get to magic level 3 coming up. There you go. Wait for those bots. Wait for these bots. Be patient. If you tile jumped, you could do that. If you didn't tile jump, and if you're not confident with them, just get there like normal and then just do that. Take them out. If it drops something, get it, whether it's a potion or it's a bag. Yeah. Queue up Fairy, and let's do some more explanations here. Okay, now, the difference between red and orange Iron Knuckles is that when you walk towards them, they will walk away from you. Blue Iron Knuckles are too stupid to do that. They just kind of sit there and throw their swords at you. You can just jump right through it. Okay? Now, the best part about the down stat is that it requires no wind-up like this. You know, there's no charge for it. You can like literally just jam on the down key, and you can land lots of hits really fast. So we're going to use the property that Blue Iron Knuckles do not run away from you when you run towards them, combined with the down stab and not having a charge to execute to score as many hits as possible on a Blue Iron Knuckle to where we can kill it real fast. Let's go. This is called the Jackhammer. The Jackhammer. Okay, so here he is. He walks away from us, but not really. Look, he's just kind of sitting there. Look. There you go. Easy enough. Let's try that again. So block one of his swords. And there you go. Get right in there. Get your magic 3. Yeah. I have full life, so if you have full life and you're not at magic 3 yet, and your XP is where mine is, or if you're gonna get magic 3 in this room, go ahead and recover your life. Use shield if you want. I'm gonna do that too. This way I take less damage and go from there. So block, get in there. There you go. Alright, let's check it out one more time. Ready? So block one of his things. There you go. Perfect. And it takes 5 hits to kill. If you want to save some time, use Fairy before getting the raft. Just gonna do Fairy and just eat the raft. Easy. Nothing to it. Queue up a jump spell. We're gonna be using that. Right here. This way we can not worry about the boss. We can just stomp them like in Mario, like it's Mario. Yep. Or they can just jump into the lava. Very nice. If you don't have the jump spell, it'll be just like the first go round. Watch for these flying hits here. That can either be a potion or a enemy. Those gargoyle heads, they'll appear wherever your position is. So if you're on the ground here, like that, they'll be like right across from you wherever you are. So don't jump around so much in that room. Take him out, easy. Take him out, easy, very easy. This room, okay. Whatever you do here, you need to be consistent. I usually jump over this, jump over that. I'm taking him out just for purposes of discussion. See? And they fire bullets at you. This thing is really annoying. This is what you want, right here. To get the key, you want things to look like that. This way you can create a little staircase, and there it is. Okay? And the blocks will respawn, so I don't care. So, whatever you do, stay consistent. So if you want to avoid those two, there you go. It's easy. Get the key. I usually wait, or I don't wait. If I'm being safe, I wait. And there you go. Okay? Wait, that's right. What happens if you kill one? Okay, let's see what happens if you kill one of them. Okay? So we're gonna kill this one. Leave this one alone. Get my key. There. And there. Easy enough, right? You may think there's no real difference. Just take this one out now. But there is. Because now look. Wasn't there, was it? Let's go through what I usually do, which is not kill a thing until I've gotten the key. Makes them easier to deal with. So pick your poison, whatever you want to do. You can kill both gargoyles before getting the key, whatever, doesn't matter. But make sure you're consistent, because you don't want to deal with one thing and then deal with another thing, whatever. So 633 is where we want to be for the Revenant. Kill this enemy. You're likely going to be at 300 out of 400 here. Do not proceed to the next screen without getting this level sub-screen. If you do, you will run the risk of the game soft locking. That's happened to me. happened to me during a race. Happened to me during a tournament in 2017, and I had to re-race. Thankfully, the person I was racing against, they said, yeah, well, we'll just do the re-race over, it's fine. So this is where you should be. That's your XP. 400 out of 700, attack 6, magic 3, life 3. Tile jump up there, or use the jump spell. Now, depending on how brave you are, you can either go down here, and he'll aggro the blue iron knuckle, or you can just do that. If you do that second option, it'll cost you some time, but it's way better than doing the blue iron knuckle. Okay, Revenant. Let's talk about Revenant, and then let's wrap up part 1. And after part 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through Palace 1 through 3 with my timer, using safe strats I've been using, and we'll see how, and we'll compare it to a top runner, or not a top runner, but we'll compare it to a similar run from a similar player, and yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, so Revenant. There are 2 ways to fight Revenant. The first one is what I call the gutsy way, which is, and you need full magic for this. Okay, use shield. Right? Stay over here. It's a blue iron knuckle on a horse, followed by a blue iron knuckle. Get him off the horse, and fight him like it's a blue iron knuckle. Which is kind of difficult, because it throws swords, and it throws lots of them. If you're very confident in your combat, and you have lots of magic, and you can use shield and life, you can do that. Perfectly fine. Then you have the corner strat, which you go over here, right here. See how he's in the corner? You can just bounce off of him. And what you could do, or what ideally, is bounce off of him. See? Okay. And it can get pretty hairy. It can get pretty nasty. So here, we'll do the corner strat again. It really depends where you are. See? It was too far away there. It's gotta, the corner strat has to be pretty perfect. You gotta know where to be. Err on the side of being more to the right. Right here. There. Okay. And now, because his hitbox is still his horse, if he comes near me, he's gonna get hit. Because the game still thinks he's on his horse. That's the corner strat. Now, because I'm pretty advanced, I like to just fight him. I like to just beat him. I like to just beat him up. Just take him out, just like in Palace 6. You fight these ones in Palace 6 too. If you're gonna do that, you need to be pretty confident with what you're doing. So that's the bold, gutsy strat. Let's recap the corner one. I'm gonna use the corner. The corner one is safer. The corner strat is safer. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you're at full life though, or close to it, or make sure you can cast a life spell. Oh, yeah. See. And if you're not careful, the reason I don't really like the corner strat is because you need to be on the tile perfect. You gotta be on it, like, perfect. Or else it will not work, it'll backfire, bad things will happen. takes 4 hits when he's on the horse, 4 hits when he's off of it. Okay? Alright. So, yeah, when you kill him, don't level anything. You want to be ready for attack 7. And that's Palace 3. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up Live Split, and I'll reset, and I'll go through a run using my safe strats that I was just talking about for 2 hours. It should take about 40 minutes. We'll see. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. Let me bring up Live Split. I still have to kind of watch my screens here. Water while I'm at it. And setting up your splits in this game, everyone has their own little method. Some people like to start with as early as Shield Town. Some others like to start as late as the Hammer. And other stuff like that, whatever. So, yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and reset. And check and see if anyone's on my screen here. And one's on there. Alright, good. Okay, so... Alright. Very good. And let's go ahead and... So let me explain. This bubble skip just means I got the bubble skip. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Alright. 1-up means I got the 1-up out of the Hammer Cave. 1D means I died once. I took a death abuse after getting that Water of Life that you need to get the, what's it called? The fairy spell. So, yeah, that's what 1D means. 2D means 2 deaths, whatever. No eco key, no river. We'll be going over those in the next part, which, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but whatever. I'll do it whenever I can. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Alrighty. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain everything I'm doing, too. So as you can see, negative 2.0, or 2.70. So that means in 2.7 seconds, the timing will begin. There we go. I'm going to the right. I'm going to go to the Magic Cave, which is to the south. Into there. There's the back spawn. I'm going to use safe strats here, so... There. Good. Good. Waited for the frame, see if I get the bag. And I got the bag. Excellent. There you go. Now, if I didn't get the bag, which is... I'm going to assume that I didn't get the bag. I would go to here and get the bag over here. So there you go. So typically you enter Shield Town in about 55 seconds. That kind of makes it a little bit longer. What's up, Wild Fang? This is a, yeah, thank you for the new year wishes. I'm doing good, I'm doing alright. This is a tutorial for Zelda 2 all keys speedrun. You missed all of it, and now I'm doing kind of like a commentary of like what I'm doing, using the beginner strategies to to beat the game as fast as I can. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing part 2 to this, I don't know, sometime this week. Maybe in a couple days, Friday. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, so here's shield. So there you go. Very good. I'll go ahead and wait here. Keep my eye on the encounters. They will chase me, which is fine. And I'm in the cave there without an encounter. I have 86 points, so I don't have to worry about that louder at all. Very good. Now I'm going to stay over here. Again, botch the encounters. They went away from me, that's good. Here we're setting up for the skip here, the bubble skip. I didn't get it because it was too late. That's fine. Here are the bubbles. Remembering that they're going to knock me to the right. I'll keep that in mind. This way I don't get knocked into the water. Like there is fine. There we go. As soon as I leave, go for the container. Get the container. Pointing my shield to the left. Like we were take 6 hits. Blocked the boomerang. And there we go. 106 out of 200. These bubbles will still knock me to the right, so I still want to make sure that I'm not in a position where I'm going to get hit into the water. I need to watch these bubbles. Very good. Avoid the encounter. Excellent. And I'm in Palace 1. What do we need in Palace 1? We need 1 200-point bat. And if I get hit by one of these tin suits, I need to kill 2 bots in order to be on pace, on XP. Stalfos takes 4 hits to kill. Good. We're jumping over these tin suits. We're gonna kill this Stalfos. We're gonna jump over this one and save him for later. I'm gonna kill this bot. This way I don't get hit. That's a safe strat. We'll kill that tin suit. Easy. Key. Kill that bot. There. Wait for the right pattern of the hammers. I can make it safely across. The Doom Knocker takes 8 hits to kill. I'm gonna get attack 2. Kill this bot again. When you're using safe strats, you kill the bots. Whatever bots you come across. I'm gonna wait for that one. There we go. Very good. Jump over this. I'm gonna nudge on that. I got hit by the bot, but that's okay. I'm moving. I keep moving whenever I get hit. We're gonna stab the wall. It'll make the pattern way easier. Gonna hit him. Gonna hit that one too. The fast one went away from us. That's good. There we go. Gotta kill 2 bots because we want to be safe. get the bag. I'm going to take my time with the menus because I don't want to accidentally level something. A lot of people in the tournament last year did that. I got into those, into the right there. Take my time in the iron knuckle. There we go. And candle in about 7 minutes, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Again, this is with getting the bag in the forest and doing all these safe strats. I don't have the beam sword, so I have to nudge against that. Got the bag, excellent. Oh, got hit again. I have more than 32 hit points, so I don't need the fairy. Take my time against the iron knuckles. And getting attack 3. If I get another bag, I'm gonna take life 2. Good life too. I have attack 3, so I know that Horsehead's going to take 4 hits. Horsehead is dead. Very good. And even with the safest strats imaginable, my Palace 1 time is still about 9 minutes and 15 seconds. That's pretty damn good. There we go. So if you don't want to kill that while going down from that ledge, you can just wait for it. Where am I gonna end? Where am I gonna go to trigger the encounters? I'm gonna go right there. Perfect. Excellent. Go ahead and kill this Goira because I don't want to risk getting hit by it. And I got the trophy for jump. Good. And that is a 1032 jump town. That's with the safest strats that you could come up with. That's with the safest strats imaginable. That's not bad at all. And what I'm going to do next time is in part 2, I'm going to go through the entire run using the safe strats that I've been talking about. So we'll go ahead and get jump. Very good. It's easy. Check my phone, see if anyone hit me up. That's why I like this run. So I can check on my stuff. Alrighty. Oh, I got hit. Sorry. if I was at 411 here, I'd take life 2. There we go. Very good. Alright, I'm very down on my... I don't have a lot of life, so what I'm gonna do here, it's easy. You get the fairy, that's why it's there. Go back, reset the encounters. I dodged that one on time there and missed the first one, that's good. I got caught there though, that's not good. Read the encounters very well, and there you go. That's one encounter. With getting the fairy. Very easy. Very easy, everybody. And there's Bagu. Very good. Perfect. And I'm in Lifetown at 13:25. And it's still under 3 minutes from Jump Town to Lifetown. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Let's get the life spell. And using these safe strats pretty much will guarantee that you won't get killed. I mean, yeah, like I almost got killed at the Red Goiras in the jump cave, but that was only because, you know, I was trying to be safe, and I'm used to just, you know, rushing in, so. But in theory, it's supposed to be a lot easier, so. Something I like about using the Wii U is I can use my thumbstick. Alright. I'm not sure about the magic and about using the magic, so I'm going to take both just because I'm a new player. That's what you do when you're new. Just take both of them. Don't even risk doing the trick. You can try. May not work, whatever. I'm only going to hit B when he stops talking. There you go. And only hit it once. This way you don't talk to him again. Let's use super safe strats here too. Oh, whoops. See what I did there? See the mistake. Does everyone see the mistake? What did I do? I passed up life and magic, and now I can only get attack 5. I can't get magic 2. I can't get life 3. That's not good. There we go. Wait, there. So now I have to use safe strats, because it's going to guarantee that I won't get hit, or it'll provide the least amount of threat for me getting hit. Okay, so what are we going to do against these red Darrows then? I'm going to wait for the axe. Hit him. And do that. Easy. Very, very easy. See how easy that is? Very simple. It's the same with this Goira. It telegraphs its boomerangs. So you can just do that. See how easy it is? It's easy. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna... Oh. There you go. Perfect. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Alright, so I don't have the beam sword, but I have these jumping things. So... we wait. There we go. It's easy. It's very easy. If you don't wait for those points, to count, that enemy, that red Darrow, will come back on your exit from the hammer, from the Death Mountain. So you want to kill it, but you want to make sure you get the points. Oh, see how I didn't panic there? That's all you do. You watch the axes. And there you go. Very safe strats. 5 minutes. Death Mountain. 1834. It's easy. And with 412. Now, for purposes of needing to be at 423, I'm gonna go ahead and get 423. I'm gonna get Life 3 and Magic 2 when I get 2,000 points, just to provide perspective as to do that. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna wait for this, kill those enemies. There you go. Safe strats. Very safe strats. Wasn't missing a lot of life, so I didn't use the life spell. You can if you want. I'm probably going to. Go through both those caves. This way there's no encounters. And there's the safe strat again. A lot of players are gonna not fight these Goiras, or not these Moblins, but because we're using safe strats, we want to take them out. So use the bubbles there to not get hit by the axe. Safe strats pretty much tell you to get this one up. So go ahead and get the one up. It's easy. That was a great setup for Boulder. That's where you stay. That's where you go. You stay right there. Queue up the encounters, and you get a nice double there. Double back spawn, easy, works every time, unless you get fairies. And here you go. Now if you stop here, then you're gonna get caught. So don't do that. That's a really easy way to kill Darrows. Very, very, very easy. Very, very simple. that's where the pause buffer comes in handy. So I was able to read where the encounters were going. So there you go. I got a nice back spawn there. Very good. And look at this. So that's safe strats. Under 23 minutes, fairy time. It's easy. Nothing to it, everybody. And I'm at 412. Now, typically I'm at 422 here, so... This will just exemplify exactly what I mean. This shows you exactly what I mean, that if you have very safe strats, you can still do pretty well. This is decent. For a beginner, beginners would beg for this. They beg for an 1830 hammer. Or a 1030 jump town. 1030 jump town is really good. Let's go ahead and get Fairy now. What am I going to do when I get the spell? I'm going to go ahead and equip it. I'm doing this. There you go. Now it's ready to use. We'll go here. Take a half encounter, that's fine. I'm gonna take another half encounter. That's perfectly okay. That's perfectly fine. As long as they're not real full encounters, that's perfectly fine. Alright, I'm gonna do this because there. Just to give perspective. This is what you're supposed to have. There. So you see, if you're at 412, get enough bags, you have to palace to it at attack 5. It's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna start down here. Oh, see? That was a free back spawn too. It's okay, we'll duck in here, reset the encounters, see if they're good. Nope. It's alright. Wow. And there we are. Very good. So here now we're going to do safe strat to pals 2. So what are we going to encounter here? We're going to encounter bots, right? We're gonna rush in here? No, we're not. We're gonna go ahead and just take them all down. Easily. What about here? Am I gonna stop here? I'm not gonna stop. Do not stop. Just keep going. Kill this enemy. It's good. Tile jump these. It's easy since you have lots of good room. It's easy. Perfect. There you go. That is not difficult for anyone who's played this game. Not difficult at all. Got the key to that to going down there is just to keep jumping and rely on your down stat. You gotta rely on the down stat. I usually don't do this, but that is kind of it's a safer way, because if you let them chase you, then all of a sudden you're gonna get cornered and stuff like that. Better to kill them right there. So, yeah. Gonna hop on him. Not worry about him. Stop, go ahead and do that. Very nice. Perfect. Well, I get fairy spell ready for this. We want both bots to clear. Don't go until both bots are done doing their thing. Use fairy to get across because I know I'm going to get a bread potion in a little bit. Drop potion. No. There it was. There's the potion I was talking about. Red potion. Alright, good. Alright, now if I get blocked in, I'll be able to just take the fairy and be okay. But we're good. And I got the points I need for the rest of the palace. But since I gotta do that strat, just gotta take out these knuckles. Gotta wait for this one. There you go. Take your time. That's what you do against the iron knuckles. Yeah. Take your time. Take your time against the red ones and the orange ones, especially early on, before you're done with Palace 2. After you get done with Palace 2, they're easy because they only take like 2 hits. Be patient in those blocks there. You don't want to just rush in. Wait for the Moa. Since if you're using safe strats, generally your combat skill is not good enough to take out that Moa. Wait here, and there you go. There, very good. Wait for that. There. If you don't, that bubble will hit you when you try to downstab it, and bad things will happen. Good hesitation there, you need that. Good. There you go. It's easy. Wait for a good pattern. If you get hit there, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. So they dropped a bag, so what does that mean? It means we're at 0 of 6 big enemies. So after I kill 6 big enemies, I can expect a red potion or a 200 back. I have 1 of 6. We're gonna Be safe against Helmet Head and your shield. There you go. Easy enough. $32.46. Hey, it's not really bad. I see fairies, so I'm not going to worry about any of these encounters. It's okay getting that encounter there, because I didn't need to go to the roads because there were fairies, and if I ran into one of those, it was just a half encounter. So it didn't matter. That's what we use the pause button for. It's to see what the encounters are doing. It's smarter to take encounters going into the graveyard. Don't take an encounter on the graveyard. If you think you're gonna run into an encounter, take the encounter on the desert, and then get through that, and then go to King's Tomb, and then you should be good. Now what I did there, with the Blue Goira, is I did a technique called the stutter step, which means I did that, which kind of tricked it into not walking back while I was walking forward. So I was able to kind of approach it closer. Crap. There. So why did I enter Palace today? 34-14? Okay, see? See, I didn't kill that first tin suit. That trips up a lot of players. Watch out for blocks. Very good. Excellent. Now I need to figure out where this move's going. Okay, went to the right. What does that mean? Damage boost. Right through there. Don't even bother. Just damage boost there, you'll lose a lot less health that way. Oh, see? It's okay. If you can't make the tile jumps, it's okay. Okay, tile jump. There it is. Practice the tile jumps. You'd be very surprised about how that works. You need to get good at tile jumps. You need to be very good at tile jumps. Wait for the bots. There we go. Wait for that one. Or not. That was fine. If the bot is there and it's just kind of chilling, that's okay. You can go ahead and take it out. Alright, here comes the Jackhammer. What am I going to do? Block one of the swords and then take it out. Easy. Very, very easy. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of my 121.40 that I had about a year ago. On my 121.06. If you're a beginner, you always want to check for that potion. I do anyways, even at my level. There, very good. Take it out, excellent. You don't need to get that. If that knuckle that red knuckle drops a bag, you don't need to worry about it. You'll get plenty of points. There you go. Perfect. Now, in part 2, I'm going to show you exactly what I did there. I was able to break those blocks a lot quicker. There's like a little rhythm to that, and I'll reveal that in part 2 of this tutorial. So, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna wait there, even if I didn't get the offer. Doesn't matter. You want those points to count. There we go. So the blue knuckle doesn't mess with me. Easier strat here for me, way different than for most other players. But we're gonna do the pogo, the quarters. See? Alright, now what happens? First of all, do not panic. This happens. Second, take your time. It takes 4 hits to kill. Perfect. There you go. And there you go. Safe strats. That is, with safe strats, I didn't die once, even though I messed up my levels. It's not difficult. It really isn't. That's not difficult at all. That is how you do safe strats. Okay, that concludes this part. Because yeah, we got pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's Palace 3. The halfway point, the official halfway point for most players is Reflect Town, or it's Fire Town rather. But I'm gonna do that in the next part. So there you go. That is Zelda 2, 100% all keys, all 1cc. That's the tutorial part 1. Okay. Hope I explained everything right. I'm trying to explain it from like a really like a layperson's perspective. This way no one like gets like confused or whatever, because that can happen a lot with Zelda, with this game especially. So yeah, I'm gonna try and be up here again on Friday. And yeah. Oh, Highlander, what's up? Yeah. Watch the VOD and see what kind of explanations I didn't really get, because this is for the newer players in the tournaments and the races and stuff. This way they're not really discouraged when they race against players like you and me. So yeah, and I figure you know, kind of like I was watching Simple's tutorial and it wasn't. I mean, it was fine, but he wasn't really speaking too clearly. Errors had a lot of stuff. Oh, okay, cool. I was watching the view count go from like 2 to 0, so yeah. I mean, whatever. I'm just trying to, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to contribute, since I feel like I'm a decent runner at this game now. So I feel like I can explain stuff in a very simplified manner, and that's what I've been trying to do. So yeah, Friday, I'm probably gonna be coming up here if possible. See if my roommate has to work or not. Yeah. He's at work now, so I'm able to stream when my boy is at work, because it's just me, myself, and I at the house. So yeah, so whenever my dude has to work next is when I'm gonna be streaming next. And if I don't have a lot of work I gotta do on my own. So yeah, and yeah, part 2 is gonna be so Reflect Town all the way until the end of the Grand Palace. And then, after that, I'm going to go through the entire game, the entire run with safe strats, and we'll see what kind of time I get. I'm betting I'll probably get somewhere under 85, or in between 84 and 86, with very safe you know, very low risk strats like I just used. So, all right, take care, everybody, or not everybody, but whoever, Highlander, and if Wild Fang, if you're still watching, or if anyone else is still watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next stream, and have a good New Year and take care.